Mr. General Evaluator, and Mary. Mary, this is the second time I've heard the speech, so I looked at it a little bit differently, but it was a great speech. You had a there are a lot of good things about your speech. I just probably cannot hit all the good points, but let me hit a few of the good points, and then I'm going to tell you one or two areas where I think you might be able to improve this and take that contest and win the area and win the next level contest. The good part was you started out your speech with action, not just words. You did use words, of course, but you had action, and that focused on, oh, this is something important that's going to happen. And I like the way you did that. You took that piece of paper and put it away in your pocket. Now, I knew later you're going to do something with it, but I didn't know when or what you were going to do it. You had good eye contact. I could tell by the way you looked around the room. You had good gestures. You didn't just stand there and not make gestures. So you were very good on doing gestures appropriately in your speech. So hand gestures, eye contact, and some of the things that I really like, you had a gut feeling and you brought your hands down to your gut. You have a gut feeling. And then you did use some pauses that were really good. Every single dollar gone. What a dynamic way to get that across. So those are the good parts of your speech. I like what you did. Now, where I think maybe you could improve a little bit, you tended to move around on the stage quite a bit. And I think it would be better to get the message across if you stood more or less in one spot. You can move a little bit, but not dynamically around, because when you do that, it takes the focus away from what you're listening, what I'm trying to listen to, because I'm looking at you. Unless that movement is dynamic and making the point. Stay in one spot, use your body to move around and make gestures, maybe stand a step or two, like you say, I need to step back, actually step back. Now, the other thing I want to point out that maybe you can improve is on your closing, because I thought you had a good closing, but perhaps to improve it just a bit, as you get into your closing, you might say, I made changes to my life, and you can too. And then you can say, throw away your story and make and rewrite your story. Something of that end, where you come back to the title of your speech. When you throw away your story and just end with the words, rewrite your story. Otherwise, you have such a good positive impact on the way you said things. I felt very good listening to what you had to say, and I can rewrite my life. If I have troubles in my life, and you mentioned a few, I can rewrite it. I can rewrite my story. Thank you very much, Mary, for that speech.